Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Avalanche, ticker Avax against USDT. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, jumping into the daily chart, you can see that we have a bit of a pullback in the markets. Bitcoin's correcting. Centralized exchanges are liquidating the long positions, taking that sweet cash home. So what I want to mention is it seems that we have formed a new kind of support line over here. So this could be something to look at. We're going to take a look at this actually closer on the KuCoin exchange here. We're just going to take a look at some of the big picture stuff. So obviously, if you haven't seen the previous video, make sure to check it out. It's going to be in the top right corner of your video. Click the card, watch the previous update, then come back to this one because a lot of information is going to be said that I'm not going to be repeating in this video. So I did give you this $71 resistance line in the last video, and as you can see, we went up. The last video was uploaded October 17th when we were in between the EMAs consolidating, and I said that we had to get above the 20 EMA. We got above the 20 EMA and we ran into this resistance, all right? This $71 resistance, and I think, I'm not mistaken, that would be the 786. Yep, that is the 786 on the fib. If you take a fib from the swing high of the all-time high to the swing low October 12th, that would give the 786 pretty much, and that's where you got rejected. So you actually had a nice bounce off of the 55 EMA multiple times. So that could have been a nice entry point for you as well. Just today we had a nice bounce at $57 pretty much. So look for the 55 EMAs for nice entry points. You can see that sometimes you have these strong wicks towards the downside, and that is your opportunity to get involved in the project. Now, looking at some huge take profit areas, we have $100.90 at the 1.272. We have $132 at the 1.414, and the 1.618 is sitting at $192 per Avax coin. Obviously, I'm not guaranteeing that we're going to get to those targets. We may get to the 1.272, and then we're going to end up having the crash, right? Or the pullback. We may end up coming to the 1.414, and that's where we crash. I don't know. I'm just letting you know these are the targets that we have, and the 1.618 is your technical target, right? That is your technical target after you've broken this previous swing high, right? So you broke that. Now you're above the previous all-time high, and you're on your way to $192 based on technical analysis. And the 1.618 will always be your target after breaking the swing high, but there's Bitcoin, right? There's always Bitcoin, and Bitcoin can shit the party, and he's a party pooper. Everybody knows that. So you have to consider Bitcoin's moves. And, you know, if we correct on Bitcoin, we can come back down without reaching our targets over here. Now, jumping into the RSI on the daily chart. So October 17th was when we were over here, right? This was October 17th. I did give you these couple of resistance and support lines. So the green line is a support line, and this green line is actually a support line right now as well that we seem to be holding, right? We're just dipping a bit below it, right? But that can be a little fake out, and we can just end up coming back up. If not, if we continue going down, I would suggest looking at this lower trend line on the daily chart. So have these trend lines drawn out on the chart. Okay, I'm gonna pause a bit for like this, so you can see where the trend lines are put, right? So you want to have the trend lines touching the RSI index where it lands, right? So you have one touch here, and perhaps the third touch is incoming here. Now the pink trend line, one touch here, second touch here, and just a little fake out touch over here. And we had actually tested this pink resistance line as resistance October 21st, and we had a little fake out October 25th, and we just got rejected back down in a straight line. And hopefully we can hold this as support, right? So yeah, that's it for the RSI. If we have a bounce right now, would be a nice place to put some more buy orders on Avax. If we end up coming back lower, look for a touch off of this lower support line, okay? That's it for the daily chart on TradingView. Let's jump into Binance. So jumping into Binance, as I explained in the last video, we do have this bull flag playing out, right? So you do have this bull flag. Actually, let me just set it up a bit more proper like that. So that's your bull flag. You're breaking out, you're coming up to the 1.618 pretty much. That takes you straight to $100 per Avax coin. And you can see that you've broken out of this bull flag, right? This was your bull flag. You broke out of it, and you necessarily didn't have a back test of support on the daily chart. Maybe you did have on the 4-hourly chart, but it really doesn't matter right now because we are in a target to the 1.618. We're in a target because we have broken the high of, we actually, now we are below the high of the Fibonacci retracement level 1, but the bull flag gives us a target at the 1.618, and once we start coming up above the previous all-time high at $65, and actually that's not the previous all-time high, but I do have the fib set up. That is sitting at $64, pretty much $65, right? So once we get above this swing high, you're in a target to $100, okay? That's what you're looking at. And yeah, as you can see, it all kind of moves in these patterns, rinse, repeat patterns. You have this channel down pattern, breakout here, breakout here. It all is kind of very similar, right? But this first channel down pattern, this white one actually is the handle of a large cup and handle pattern that we covered in the previous videos. And that target from the cup and handle pattern, let me give you the target of that. You start breaking out, this is where you broke out. That pretty much gives you a target of $100 as well. That takes us pretty much to the 1.618, okay? So yeah, all the patterns are pointing towards us moving toward the $100 mark, right? So that can be that's actually a psychological level as well, because $100 is a rounded number. So a lot of people are going to have their sell orders at $100. And what you want to do is you want to have your sell orders just a bit below the $100 mark, right? Put some sell orders at 99.80, 99.75, you know, so that nobody is going to, well, so that you can ensure that your sell orders are going to get executed, right? That's what you're looking for. So yeah, we're holding the 20 EMA on the daily chart, which is great. If you take a look at this light blue support line, this multi-month support line that we've been holding since August. So we had a bounce off of here in August. We had a bounce off of here in September. We had a bounce off of here in October, actually twice in October. And now we just had a little wick below the trend line, right? But we still had a bounce, 3 bounces in October, and each time you have a bounce, you have a move towards the upside. So potentially, yeah, we're moving towards the upside over here. And look for this large resistance line. This large resistance line on the chart that you see right now is the resistance of the cup and handle pattern, right? But it actually extends here, and you can see that you've been rejecting off of that area. So if you start coming up, right, and you start getting momentum on Avax, you can potentially expect a rejection off of this level over here, right? And that is sitting perfectly at the 1.272 at $78, and you've been rejected from there before. So this potentially can be a nice sell order before you have a little pullback. But honestly, shorting right now the market is not a smart idea. And you know, selling at these levels isn't as smart, right? Obviously, you can have a financial situation that requires you to take profits, and that's okay. But if really you're in no rush to take profits, then I would suggest you wait out these couple of months and take profits slowly, gradually through the growth of Bitcoin. I do have a video on how to time the market. It's going to be at the end of this video right now on your screens. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next video. Make sure to check out the Telegram chat and the Discord server. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.